G'day everyone, it's Annette here and welcome to my channel. Thanks for dropping by. In this week's video I'm trialling the Harry and Wilma Artko tabletop and tumbler epoxy resin with my own homemade white resin paste on a larger ocean beach scene. I'm going to try the resin a lot thinner towards the back, but still a thicker, normal wave line at the front, and see how I go with that. I'm using a 30 centimetre wooden placemat that I got from Kmart here in Australia. To begin with, I want to prep the board, so I'm using Rust-Oleum prime and paint. I use white first and let that dry completely. Then I use a darker blue towards the back, a mid blue in the middle, and a lighter two blues towards the front. I let those completely dry as well, and then use some textured spray paint for my sand. It worked quite well having the resin much thinner. I'll mix up some resin. I just might use the Tumbler resin. I'll use 10 grams of resin and 0.5 gram of my white. The Tumbler resin has a 20-minute working time before it starts to cure, so I'm going to mix up my white first, put that aside, put down the clear, wait about 15-17 minutes, then do my white, and I'm going to try and do it thin again to see what happens this time. I'll go and get everything ready, come back with some resin.
I hope you can hear me, but I just wanted to show you the cells and the lacing here, and I haven't used a butane on there at all. It's just done it itself with the heat of the heat gun. I'm hoping by doing the resin a bit thinner that it won't go so wispy and sort of disappear as it gets a bit more cured.
I'm going to mix up some more Tumbler resin. My tabletop resin hasn't turned up, and you can see that the selling and lacing on this has come out really well. I will put a bit of colour in these. I'll hold up everything as I go. I'll use my white paste again, get everything mixed up, and I'll be back once I've got my PPE on and we'll measure it all out. I've decided to just do one more layer with the Tumbler resin, exactly how I've done it here, so I won't film me mixing it up. I'll just record me putting it on, and then I don't know, I'll decide after that whether I want one more wave or just a top coat. Since I've done Tumbler resin there and there, that I may as well just do this wave as a Tumbler resin anyway. Pretty well worked out that you have to have either the tabletop or the Tumbler resin as quite thin towards the back, otherwise it ends up like this part here, which is sort of wispy and melts in it too much. I'll go and get everything mixed up, and when I come back I'll have it all ready. I'll mix up my white the same and the colours the same, 10 grams of mixed resin with 0.5 grams of the product. I'll use the Harry and Wilma colours again. the next day, but I wanted to tell you I did come out last night, an hour after I poured this, and I used isopropyl alcohol on a baby wipe wrapped around my finger, and I pushed that last wave, the white line, I cleaned it up and pushed it back a little bit so that you could see all 4 waves. I've decided to just leave this how it is. I really like it with the waves how they are. My tabletop resin has turned up, so I'm just going to put a top coat on, and I'll use the Artko tabletop, which is a 1:1 ratio mix. I'll put the clear maybe down to here to cover those waves as well. When I got my resin delivery, there are some samples in there, including some shells, so I might chuck on a few little shells as well. The tabletop epoxy was the first one, and the other 3 are Tumbler, and they're both by Artko, which you can find at Harry and Wilma. They seem to do very nice lacing, although the cells are quite large. I might have to investigate that a bit more to get it a bit smaller to make it more foamy, but for this experimental one, I think it's done. So far, I'm very happy with how my homemade white resin paste has performed in doing resin waves. I'm also extremely happy that I've found a different resin that I don't seem sensitive to give it a try with. I'm not affiliated with Harry and Wilma, I just like their products. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye for now.